not a good time for travel. It is not the opportunity. Extreme winter storm impacts are still expected. But this is such a strong, powerful storm that it's influencing our weather all the way down here. We've got a strong upper. We are going to get absolutely dumped on in the Sierra.
These two are done. The storm is going to reach a scale of epic proportions in the next couple hours. So I need to prepare to hunker down for at least the next 2 nights, because just tonight it will snow upwards of 60 inches, making it impossible for even the plows to get up here. I'm gonna go ahead and make my dessert first so that I can cool down outside in my little natural fridge. Alright, let's go put that outside to freeze up a lot faster than it would in my fridge. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to write out the snow depth markers just so I can get an accurate measurement in the morning. Doing my best to keep the floors dry. It's crazy to think that this windy, albeit relatively tame, start to the snowstorm is going to turn into potentially one of the snowiest days in the history of the world. It's hard to believe, but hey, I'll believe it when I see it. I can hear the storm picking up some steam outside. Tomorrow is going to be completely insane. But in the meantime, while I'm locked in here, I have some good food to make. Dang it. Not the right tool for the job. I can hear the wind just absolutely howling outside. All right, the storm's definitely here. I'm gonna make a run for the bathroom. Wow. I forgot about these poor strawberries. Forgot about these. They're a little snowy, but I'm sure they're still good. Right as I just came back inside, the plowing crew is just clearing the heck out of this parking lot right now. So they're trying to keep up with this, which is very impressive. I'm going to enjoy eating the rest of these. Tomorrow is a crazy, crazy day. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up, get the bed set up, and see you guys tomorrow morning. Good night. It's crazy to think that this is less than half of the snow that's gonna fall just today. Oh my goodness. Good morning, guys. The snow outside is coming down at an unbelievable rate, and the forecast is saying that it's going to snow 40 inches today and 40 more inches tomorrow. That to me sounds completely unbelievable, but I guess we'll see. Oh, I can hear the snowblower. He's the most important guy on the mountain. His job is to make the edges of the snowbank along the roads and parking lots even and straight, so that the insane amounts of snow we receive every year here, we can actually continue having a place to put the snow. It's an amazing machine, and there's not many of them in California, so they are put to good use. The plan for today is to break out those backcountry bindings, take advantage of the fact that I'm the only person on the mountain, and enjoy this insane powder day before the 60 inches of snow comes down tonight. Probably should have seen that coming. We're really starting to get buried now. This is where it gets real. At the top of this hill, I'll be able to ski down through the powder and enter one of the most beautiful sequoia groves anywhere in the state. And this time of year, with these conditions, it's gonna be just me. I can't wait. Alright. Got myself a path. There's more snow than I realized already. And this is only a third. Oh my gosh! Alright, I think it's time to head back in. Oh man. It's a mess. And I have let in a lot of water. Have I mentioned that this is probably the first snowstorm I've ever camped in, where I'm legitimately a little bit nervous? It's intense out there. No other way to put it. They must be picking up really fast because I no longer have cell service in here, which means I'm going to have to go dig out my antenna. That'll be quite the adventure. You guys may have noticed that Donner Party Hungry for Change air freshener I have in here. It's a story I've talked about on the channel before. One of the tragic stories, but a humbling tale of what hundreds of inches of snow can mean if you're unprepared. But unfortunately for them, very few of them made it out alive, and they all had to spend nearly the entire winter season up at Donner Summit. Luckily for me, the modern snow clearing infrastructure makes it much less likely that I end up stranded for more than, one day. We don't know exactly how much snow fell in that winter back in the 19th century, but we do know that that first storm probably looked a heck of a lot like this outside. So if you're planning on getting stranded in a winter storm of epic proportions, I would recommend doing it like this, in pretty much the best circumstances you can possibly get. Before I set up for bed, I'm gonna brave one quick run to the bathroom. It has been coming down so unbelievably hard outside. I can hear snow slamming against the van. The wind is shaking me around. I've never been in a snowstorm quite like this before. Let's see what we're working with outside. The snow will drift this way, meaning there should be a small gap so I can force this door open. But I might lower the window just a tad so that I can force it down in the morning if I have to. But given the ice, that might be impossible. Let's see. Alright, there we go. This way I can at least pull that down if I have to in the morning. It'll mean some snow gets in here, but that's no big deal. As usual. Oh my goodness. Look at the rate that that's falling at. This is completely nuts. Wow. I mean, look at that rate. Holy. The wind and the snow is just ludicrous. This is crazy. You guys hear that? How much digging do you think I'm gonna have to do tomorrow to get out of here? Now that I think about it, after looking at the weather forecast, it seems like there's a possibility that I might not even be able to. So hopefully the road clearing goes well and I can drive out of here tomorrow and not have to spend an entire other day and night. Because I'm not sure I have enough power or propane to keep me warm. So wish me luck. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get out no problem. I can fit. Oh my gosh. Holy. It's a good thing I woke up early so I can clear this. This is monumental. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. Oh my god. This is nuts. This is insane. Look at all of this. None of this was here yesterday. This stacks all the way up to the end. This is crazy. Is not slowing down at all. If anything, it's speeding up since this morning. So I need to get out of here because it could be a while before they clear this lot. I can only drive through so much snow. Look at how much I've dug out since this morning. It should be enough to move just into this space at least. And then I can take care of everything else after that. This is relentlessly exhausting. What an insane storm. So far on this road, a couple miles, and I've yet to see a single vehicle or plow or anything. But luckily the wind is keeping the snow, aside from the drifts, off the middle of the road. Visibility is pretty much 0%, and I definitely have a newfound respect for the Donner Party after just spending, 30 to 40 minutes outside trying to get myself out of here in the freezing 18-degree wind. Update from the weather station in Tamarack here on the mountain pass. They officially recorded 8 feet of snow in the last 30 hours and up to 210 mile/hour winds, which would be an all-time California record for wind speed, and I'll have to look into it, but possibly a record for most snowfall ever in a single day in March. With the insane winds, it drifted around like crazy, so luckily it wasn't the end of the world to dig myself out. But what a generational storm. There was no snow at all at this altitude when I drove up here 2 days ago. Look at all that snow on the banks.